And welcome back. I told you guys we'd be back really shortly, and we are almost ready to go already. It is going to be Lazarus versus Variance on Mirage. That is, well, it'll be an interesting one. I think that'll be an interesting one.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I already know a bit about Variants. I casted a lot of them from Advanced last season. A great team. Have a lot of amazing players on the team. Lazarus, I don't know anything about him, honestly. That's the former.
Wait, are you trolling?
No.
So it's the former Swole Patrol roster.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. My brain's not all the way broken. That's awesome. Yeah. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm actually super duper excited about this.
Yeah, they've been getting some criticism, but I think overall the rosters, I wouldn't want to play against them. I mean, they have some of the best free agent players locked down under contracts now. I mean, you have Dapper, you have Sub Rosa, you have Swag, you have Zelsis. I mean, all these players are just absolutely insane. Personally, a map like Mirage worries me for Variance, but if there is a map they could battle it on, as long as it is well defined for them, I think Variance does stand a chance, but I think they will need the help of momentum early if they want some sort of help in this matchup.
Absolutely. So currently we're having a little bit of issues in the server. Do you see that right now?
Yes, I think so.
So so I believe that we're gonna get to a new server in just a moment.
Okay.
I think that Strong Legs pretty much had that down packed. I don't have anything to add for that. I'll be quite honest.
I mean, wait, let me see. I know they made roster changes. I'm not sure if their new roster is going to be playing this game or not. From what I'm understanding, they did remove Spammer, and they added ZNF, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and they got Base on there. Yeah, so this is the new roster. Base just came off of Polar Ace a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the other new one? ZNF, you said?
Yeah, ZNF.
Do you know which team he came from, or was he free agent?
He was on the old Party Astronauts with Floppy and Ponalone. Do you know that roster?
No, but I do know about
Stellar,
Floppy.
Robbie, DNF. Yeah, they're also known as Vario Pro at one point.
Oh, Vario Pro, yeah.
Yes, so he was on that roster. I'm actually a big fan of ZNF. I think he's a really sick support player. I think he's really versatile. And I'm actually glad to see him on this roster. I think it's pretty well rounded right now, man. KMZ also, I've grown to love watching KMZ play. He is like kind of like Simple before Simple became Simple, and like maybe 1 year before Simple became Simple. You know what I mean? He's kind of like unorthodox play style. He's like hyper aggressive, very confidence based. But we can go ahead and let's talk in more CS.
Yeah, getting right into the knife round right here, right now.
Oh, I love to see 4-pack as well. Big fan of 4-pack.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Yet the Variance Gaming side, the side that I had the joys of casting a few months prior, they were a lot of fun to watch. KMZ's definitely going to be the one to watch. He's got the GOAT in his name, and that's for sure where it's supposed to stay. Not to be outdone, they've got players like Zelsis, Infinite, and Sub Rosa, and Swag on the Lazarus side. Realistically, I could just name them all. Zelsis, of course, was the stand-in for Cloud9, and he was a phenomenal player in his own right when he was in the Cloud9 roster for the few months that he was on. He never rose to any sort of accolades or to any sort of fame, but I think he held his own for being, a fish out of water, and it's very exciting to see what he can do with four of his own level-headed brethren.
Definitely, that's going to be double smokes and double flashes here for Lazarus as they make their way over towards the B site. Seems like Dapper is either AFK or setting up for some sort of smoke, and I think it's there he goes, he's back, okay. He's like, guys, wait for me, I'm coming. But it is going to be an execute on the B site. Now, Variance, they have 3 players here. They're ready for this. Let's hope these flashbangs are effective.
4-pack, they definitely saw it coming in. They know the push is coming, and 4-pack gets taken down by Sub Rosa. Oh my goodness, KMZ answering back before getting shut down by Dapper. Great little 2K from them. Now it's going to be a 2v4 Variance Gaming. They need to pull this one back. ZNF and Fang, 2 heavy hitters on their team. These shots just keep coming through from Swag. Swag tags Fang with 1 shot. And simply not come together for them. ZNF going to go down as well. Sub Rosa doing a lot of damage before Fang answers back. Finally gets that shot off 1v3. He's brought down to 4 HP. Make that 0. Lazarus, they finally got one on the board. It was like pulling teeth right as the bomb went down, but finally they got that thing out.
It was a little bit tense for a second, wasn't there? I mean, that flashbang was perfect for Variance. They just weren't able to get as many kills as they would have hoped from that double setup on balcony. I mean, they needed at least 2 or 3 kills on entries. Now, regardless, it's going to be Variance with the full save here in this round. They're going to be stacked over towards the A site. It seems like Lazarus are kind of split up. Pretty standard anti-eco here for Lazarus. One towards B, gaining space, gaining ground consistently. And soon he'll realize that B site is free and open. And they'll likely just transition either through Cow or just fall back into apps. And yeah, it's just going to be the bomb going through apps. Safe decision for the bomb. And of course, Dapper is going out here by himself with the SG, looking for those frags. But I think this round is pretty much over.
Yeah, Zelsis is just over here shouting, guys, the site's ours. Come to B site, guys. What are you doing? Come to B site. Oh, that's a lot of noise made. And Dapper, that was actually really, really smart. Zelsis made the noise and Dapper made the shot. Great play by him. But now Fang is just going to run right into the shots of Infinite. Bomb goes down. 3 USBs left in the CT side. All they could possibly do is try to make it expensive, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Zelsis is going to go down. That's going to be a MAC-10 left out of his hands. Now it's going to be a 4v2. And it's just going to be easy pickings for these Lazarus players. Last one alive is going to be ZNF. And again, he's going to try to make it expensive, but it's simply not going to happen. Lazarus up 2-0. And I really want to make, like a nitpicky comment here real quick. I don't like the Variance Gaming logo when it has the gradients on there. It's not clean looking.
Which one? The 3 or the other one?
Yeah, the 3.
The 3.
Yeah,
okay.
KMZ, he's got the clean-looking one, which looks nice, but with a gradient, it's...
Okay, fair enough. It looks shiny.
It doesn't sit well with me, that's my thing. But then again, I'm a graphics snob, but anyway, the push is going to come in from Infinite before he gets slowed down by the smoke. I actually love this position on Mirage. He's going to pop right out. And he's going to try to take all the aggression to base. And he's going to take them both out. Base and Fang brought down to absolutely nothing. Fragments of their skull littering the back of the walls. 3v5 and the retake has to come in. But the question is, will they even go for the retake? And 4-Pack, he's currently browsing and perusing the shelves of the market, but he's not going to find anything. He's going to fall back after taking down Zelsis. He wanted to speak to his manager, and Zelsis said, I am the manager. And that's when he got spit in the face with a few shots of bullets. So it's going to be 3-0 now in favor of Lazarus.
Great start. It always worries me when the T side gets a 3-0 start. Now, luckily for Variance, they do have the AWP and the double AUG saved for now. And that could not be the case in the second one. Swag peeks Halls here. And no angle. And free kill. So they go 1 for 1. That's not too shabby. That still heavily favors Lazarus, though. I think they would trade 1 for 1 there at any time. But yeah, the 3-0 start. This is scary. Now, if they had saved that third weapon, that would have been a buy here. But now they can't really justify it.
Not at all. Fang and ZNF, as well as Base, they all have CZs in their hands. CZs, if you are European viewers. Wait, you're Canadian. Do you say CZ?
No, I hate the word. I hate Zed.
Gotcha.
I say Z's. It's just cleaner. Zed just sounds weird. Now it's going to be flashbangs coming out, which have been very effective on the B site. And it's Dapper's flashes and Zelsis' flashes as well, but the double smokes have made this really awkward for KMZ to support his teammates on site. So once again, Lazarus, they knock on the door and they don't wait for a response, Will. They just bust it open.
That's another beautiful 2K entry by Infinite onto the B side. He's going to be the one to watch when the XUs come in towards B side every single time, because he always makes things happen. And now it's going to be Swag giving chase to these players on the A side. 4-Pack going to be flamed off, pushed away. And Celsius is coming here to save the day as well. They're still chasing. The bomb site's been totally opened up. If any of these CT players were ballsy enough to go for it, they could have gone to the B site and just tried to go for the defuse. But unfortunately, the Lazarus side, they're just feeding more kills to KMZ. He's got 2K in the op in hand, and he's still going to survive at the end of all that.
Yeah, I actually think that favored Variance at the end there. They lost so much money. I have to question that. I mean, they chased the CZ with armor. Yeah, they wanted the AWP, but man, that was... that really hurt the economy there.
They got 3 ops on the CT side. They mean business. This is going to be insane to watch. Now you got to know where Fang, ZNF, and the GOAT, KMZ, are going to position themselves once this push happens. 4-pack with the AUG is going to take down one. Look at Dink himself. He's brought down to 18 HP, but ZNF is going to go down as well. There's going to be one off taken out of the picture. Now it's a 4v4. Any shots need to come in. They need to come in fast. Sub Rosa giving that big green egg to 4-pack right there. While KMZ answers back. Bomb goes down 3v3.
KMZ, he's on the top of the stairs. He's looking for that frag. Now, of course, the kill in CT spawn will matter quite a bit as well here between Base and his teammate. But KMZ on top of the box finds Lazarus' big head. Now it's just down to Sub Rosa and Swag. And they're split apart. There's no way for them to support each other. There's going to be individual battles happening here. And Sub Rosa has been spotted and eliminated by Base, leaving Swag all by himself.
And he can do it. If anyone can do it, he can do it. He somehow got all of them.
Wait, how did he get the second guy?
Here's my guess. Base was in the smoke. He was not crouched, but his head was showing over the top of the box. Swag.
Wait.
Swag.
What?
Swag. Anyway, moving swiftly on. It's 5-0 on the board right now. Variance Gaming have yet to find a foothold in this game whatsoever. They have pistols and a scout on Fang. Nothing you can really do when you're going up against such an aggressive T side such as this on Lazarus.
I haven't even recovered from that last round yet. My mind is still stuck on that for a second there. There was like a sliver of a chance Swag could have hit that headshot. Just eliminations one by one here towards the A site as they look to, well, I mean, they have it for free. And now Zelsus is just picking them apart. Z and F 4-pack, the last two remaining players. I'm wondering what their options are, and I think waiting for exits. I mean, Lazarus has been pretty bloodthirsty. They can just wait it out. They'll come to them. They don't have to go look for these exit frags.
It's been outright bullying by the Lazarus side, and I don't know what other way in order to describe it as. It's dangerous, really. Dapper does not need a scope in order to find one. That's going to be 4-pack. Last one alive is going to be ZNF, and he's on Ninja spot. But he can't. He's not going to be able to hide from that. Dapper brought down to 8 HP by one lucky shot from the CZ. Now it's 6-0 Lazarus. KMZ's going to buy that op, so that's going to be all hands on deck for this buy. It's going to be 2 ops, actually. Fang picking up the secondary.
Okay, now this is a bit more on the realm of sanity here. Double op setup. KMZ looking for that frag early in the middle. He has a lineup, but it's a little bit too early. He's still looking for that kill, but it's going to be Zelsus with the SG decapitating him. No chance for him to fight back. Now, I don't know if they'll expect his second op to be on Cat. And Fang is just playing this out so patiently, waiting for the right time to strike, but I think Zelsus just spotted him.
That's got to be frustrating if you're KMZ. That op battle was lost by an SG, a gun that, in some people's eyes, should not be in the game whatsoever, but we've seen a lot of players in the NA scene utilize this weapon in such amazing fashion. But Sub Rosa, he's a classics kind of guy. He's got the AK, and he's going to put ZNF back into his place, which is, of course, 6 feet under. Now it's 3v4, Lazarus up a man versus Variance Gaming, and they still have yet to have a response in this match. 4-pack going down as well. Fang and Base, last one's alive. Fang's going to go down, but Base, he's going to be the last one. He's going to be on the B site, and he's making sure that he cannot get dropped. And I'm not talking about Skrillex either, but he's got that op in his hand, and he's going to try to see what kind of damage he can do, but unfortunately, it's going to be Dapper to take him down. 4 alive for the T side. Lazarus 7-0. On the opposite side, it's 0-7 for ZNF. He is the secret agent, and right now, he is barely a whisper on this server.
Yeah, it's a tough performance being the opener for him on this roster. But now, of course, one, this is a Lazarus roster that has been practicing together for a while. 2, this obviously is an incredibly talented roster. And the third point being is that, well, Variance is pretty much working with a fresh roster. I mean, they have 2 roster changes in the past week, so I'd imagine they're kind of a bit disjointed by that. This performance is expected. Now, my final point is that I find with this Lazarus lineup, if you don't establish that respect early, and you let them get into that confident and comfortable state of mind, you just get ran over. And there's like no stopping it either.
Not at all. This train has no brakes, and neither does ZNF. He finally wakes up with a beautiful 2K. He got a nice CZ kill and then picked up that AUG. Great play by him. He's going to go for the 3rd. He finds Dapper. And Fang found Sub Rosa. Now things are even up 2-2. But ZNF...
Wow.
Oh, you're kidding me.
He's made this
And
possible.
finally things have corrected themselves. ZNF with a 3K.
Wow, I mean, we were just making fun of him. Well, not even making fun of him. We were just pointing out that fact that he was 007 James Bond, and he went 3 kills to prove you wrong, Will. Okay.
Anyway, it's round number 9. Variance Gaming finally picking up their first round on the board, and now they're gonna try to string together 2. They need that level. They need that boost of confidence after being pushed down on the ground so many times over by the Lazarus side. Oh no, that's gonna be dangerous. Barely any damage done. It's all good, but a flesh wound. Subrosa's gonna take down the GOAT KMZ. And that man's been turned into curry. Delicious, delicious curry. And now it's a 3v4 man down for Lazarus. And this retake is very much doable. But Subrosa needs to spot out that player, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The repeat comes in, and ZNF goes down as well. Bang and ZNF are now sitting in dead chat, doing absolutely nothing but talking amongst each other in base. He needs to do absolutely anything but aggress. He's going to fall back. Subrosa pulling together a beautiful 3K in that round. And Lazarus, they're going to stop the 1-round streak of Variance Gaming in its tracks.
And I like the boost up on breaks, but I feel like it was just slightly off tempo right there. You weren't aware of the fact that, well, I mean, Subrosa could be right in their faces. And if there is somebody watching for that boost up, it almost never works, I find. The trade came out just a tiny little bit too slow as well, so it is Lazarus picking up the 8-1. Economy here for Variance is struggling, but base could drop 2 weapons. This could be a purchase here if they choose it to be. But he's going to drop the AWP instead of the double weapons. That's interesting. Okay. They have that up.
Power play.
I like it. KMC's a very good opera, although he's a little bit dormant right now.
Wait, who threw that? Who threw that molly?
Not sure, but they're on the A site. That's all I know. There goes super fast. Dapper, Subrosa found 1 pick each. 4-pack now. The last remaining player alive here for the time being finds himself a second. He's being sprayed down, but the smoke will not give him cover quickly enough. And it is Dapper from Palace with the 3K. Actually, he's picked up a 4K. That's nuts.
I literally blinked and the round was over. I kid you not. I could not follow it after I realized that there was a molly on CT spawn. This was kind of like with you and that the great kill by Swag a few rounds ago. That was me with a rogue molly in CT spawn. I still couldn't wrap my head around that before it was over.
Someone accidentally smoked or molly spawn?
Guess so.
Oh no.
Right now, yeah.
There's some malfunctions happening here for Variance, but I don't think they're out of this one just yet. It is a comfortable lead so far. I think Infinite finds himself an HE kill right here. No escape for Fang, unfortunately. And he is squeezed out. That's pressure eliminated.
Splendid bit of control right there. Yeah, there's some kinks in the machine right now for the Variance Gaming side, but ZNF, when he wakes up, my god, does he wake up. He was slow to start, but now he's at 5 and 10. Still a little slow, but realistically, it's 4-pack that's doing a lot of the work. Time and time again, he finds a kill, he finds 2. And KMZ, he's going to find nothing but a bullet in the head. Infinite, like a swivel, is able to find him in the heat of the moment. 52 seconds left on the clock. Infinite's going to have his clock right then and there. Dapper answering back with that op. I did not know him to be an opper.
Wag?
No, Dapper.
Okay, there's a difference between an opper and somebody who is a capable opper. He's not the primary, but he's a very capable opper.
Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, he's banging right now. His score is absolutely disgusting. ZNF, no kit. Although if he can, maybe he'll squeeze out this kill right here on a Swag, but for him to transition to site and get that defuse is likely impossible, especially now with the delayed time. At this point, he's just looking either for a weapon or economic damage, but I don't even think the damage is really worth it for him as well.
Yeah, especially now that he's on retreat. He's got 14 HP. He's got a 3K, which is very, very nice for him. But right now, the numbers don't lie. Lazarus are up 10-1. 1 round away from being a double-digit lead, which is baffling, especially with all the new financial changes, all the new meta changes, and everything that have been implemented in this game. This is Lazarus leading 10-1 on the T side, no less. And KMZ, he's going to shut down Zelsis quick in his tracks. It's going to be a great start for them. And then ZNF answers back, taken out by the Deagle. Swag doing so much work for that. Rosa as well. Great shots. Oh my God.
Sub Rosa. That was just so confident by him, so aggressive that it caught them completely off guard. They weren't even aware of the fact that Sub Rosa could be doing that, and he found the gap in the defense, and he's abusing it. Now Swag, along with his teammate Infinite towards jungle, have full control of the A site, really leaving no option or entry point but that CT spawn, and it seems like Swag is pretty aware of it as well.
Indeed, he is. He's holding this like a hawk. He is not moving from his position. The scope comes in, and Fang shows himself as well. That's going to be a teammate going down.
Oh,
no. Be a teammate going down. You heard it too, didn't you?
No, the Molotov went right below Swag.
Oh, no.
That is unlucky. But Base has found himself Swag. That's pressure limited. Now they need to figure out where Infinite is, but he's playing this so patient. Look at that discipline on him. Not pulling the trigger until the right time. And he's found the kill, but he's taken a significant amount of damage back. 1v1.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. He's going to go down Fang. He picks up the kit, but is it going to be enough time? He's got 4, 3, 2 seconds remaining. It's going to be down to the wire, but unfortunately, the wire is going to be in his favor. Don't know what that means, but that's beside the point. It's 2-10 now, Variance Gaming. They have doubled their scoreline.
Hey, 10-5. Get pistol. You're back. You're back in this. I've not given up yet, Will. I refuse to give up yet with this Variance roster. But of course, they are punching slightly above their weight class right now. This is a structured team. We talked about this structured team. Look at this aggression. Look at this confidence coming out. Like, how do you stop this powerhouse?
You really can't. CNF's gonna stop one, but it's still gonna all come up Lazarus. KMZ. Great shot on the Swag. Not falling back, but he's gonna get fallen down by Dapper, shoving him down the stairs like it's nothing. 2v3 now. Bomb's already gone down. About 30 seconds left on the clock. Now Fang and Base, they need to make some decisions. Their decision is that they want to kill Zelsis, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Base being the last one alive at a 1v2, make that a 1v1. He's got one man left onto the side, and it's planted for default. That means it's planted for Palace. He's going to tap the bomb, but Infinite, he wants to tap his skull. Now 1v1, the timing needs to be absolutely perfect.
Oh, he has a kit.
Oh my God, everything falls into favor for him. Everything's coming up Base.
Wow, his movement was on point. Had he messed up that either of those jumps, that would have cost him the round, but he's able to secure it. Nice, easy peasy tap in. Well played by Base there in that post plant. And it is another round for Variance. Lazarus, 10-3, is still a pretty comfortable lead, but their economy is officially struggling. First time, I think, in this game.
A little bit. I don't believe... Swag has yet to buy anything. All right, now he's bought something. He's got himself an SG. Now, what are your thoughts on the SG? I mean, everyone's pretty much made their decisions on the AUG. I love the SG. I don't care what
SG's a tap weapon, right? It's not really a spray weapon like the AUG.
Yeah. And look at those taps that Space is doing onto the players on the T side. That's 3 down already. And, wow, blink and you'll miss. This round ended in 24 seconds. I didn't even have a chance in order to formulate a thought.
Yeah, not only was that a round win for Variance, but again, the broken economy for Lazarus going into this final round will give Variance a pretty good advantage. I mean, they have full weapons, they have full kits, full utility up against MAC-10, a Tech-9, CZ Deagle, and an AK-47. That's a Walmart purchase if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you know what? This isn't even a Walmart purchase. This is like Kmart going out of business kind of purchase. That's where the AK came from. That was on special, and that's where they were able to pick it up. But Dapper and Infinite, they know how to make these deals work. But, oh my goodness! KMZ out of nowhere, finding himself 2! 1 close range, 1 on the chair. A lot of damage is being done, but they don't care. Swag is going to burn as well, but that's an M4 picked up onto Dapper as well. 3v3, the bomb has yet to get planted onto the site, despite the fact that it is very, very much in the position on site. And now Swag, with that bomb in hand, he needs to make that push onto the site. It's his. You can see it right there. It's his hole. It was made for him. He's going to tap it. He's still teasing it. He's still playing with the emotions of the Variance Gaming side. 55 seconds left on the clock.
Wow.
And it doesn't even matter. The taps come in and Infinite drops the base.
Look at Dapper, 20-5. How do you die 5 times and a half? Just disgusting.
You know what it is? He's got the power of anime on his side.
Yeah, these are nothing but facts.
You notice anything different with the other players? Oh, they got a nice logo. Boring, dumb. Oh, look at Dapper. He's got a anime lady. He's winning. Only makes
fuels
sense.
the 3 a.m. huggers, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And now it's going to be Variance now to be tested on the offense. This will be a difficult half, I imagine.
A little bit. It's all up to this pistol. This execute. He needs to come in. Absolutely beautiful. But Dapper, he's going to be the one. Only gets one, actually. 4-pack goes down, and the trade comes in almost immediately as well. Blink it and you'll miss. It's now a 2v2. Is this a wingman game?
Yeah, he's found the first one. KMZ now the last player alive. Finds Swag from behind the triple box. Now he's the opportunity to at least have the bomb pressure. He baits out Infinite, but he's unable to find the kill. And KMZ bringing him down to what was that? 9 HP, 10 HP?
I believe so.
One more bullet, Will. One more bullet, and he would have picked up such an important round for his squad. But man, that is such a loss here for Variance. No bomb pen as well.
You realize what that just did to Lazarus, right? They're 8 rounds up. They have SMGs aplenty and 2 FAMASes. Now they can play stupid. They can absolutely play with risk now, knowing that Variance Gaming are in a position where they can't do anything. Look at that. Zelsis takes down one. He goes down almost immediately after the fact, pushing up mid. But now here's Sub Rosa showing him exactly how he's going to do this. That's one down. He's going for a second one. His teammates are going as well.
Yeah, but from us, I'm just not careful enough. They could actually lose this round, but Swag, I think he's going to be shutting this one down with the and ZNF out in the open and pretty much out of ammo as well. Gets eliminated, and Swag comes out with the 3Ks. So Lazarus advances to 13-4, Will. I'm starting to get nervous, and Swag takes out the AWP early. So does KMZ.
Oh, he does not give a darn. He does not give a heck. Swag has come out of here to try to take some heads. Tried really hard to make that rhyme, but I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. Well, I'll tell you something. It's all heads for Swag. He's taking out KMZ. That was a body shot, mind you, so it kind of doesn't really make sense. There's the headshot. Base making things work out for the commentator alive right here. 4v4, minute 30 left on the clock. Some early aggression coming out for these two teams. Base, he needs to find himself a second one. That's exactly what's going to happen. Sub Rosa picked off from the breaks position. Is that what you call it?
Oh, sure.
What do you call that?
Cat?
I don't know. Yeah, cat. Got him for cat. I'm new here.
You're just here to look good and sound good, okay? We don't need you to do anything else.
Oh, well, I could do half of those.
Well, Variance.
Yeah, you really need a guy that looks like he just freshly got off being divorced 3 months ago. I'm your guy.
Okay, well, Lazarus is going to need a kill here, otherwise they're in deep trouble. That's what I do know. It's going to be up against 4 AK-47s, and now Variance, they're done playing around. They've grouped up, and they're looking to split B. One player on Cat, and the remaining players will be coming up here through apps. This is an MP9 on defense as well. Not the best of weapon for this scenario. Let's see if Infinite can make it work. He found the first one, but unable to convert on the second, and B site is now open for the bomb plant.
Yeah, it's going to go down with relative ease. 25 seconds turns into 40, and now Lazarus, they need to make their way onto this site. They have a FAMAS and an op. And they also have Celsius in their stead. He's going to go down, but Dapper's going to trade him out immediately. He's been on fire this game, but unfortunately, it's going to be a Viking funeral for him as he's sent out to sea. 5th round picked up by Variance on the first rifle round of this second half. And you know what? I'm gonna make a pretty ballsy statement and say that the Variance side is going to come back and make this very competitive. I think that both T sides can make very competitive statements.
You know, I was just thinking something very similar, actually. I was thinking that if Lazarus didn't pick up the pistol, this game would have been a very competitive game. But I think with that pistol, they might have just solidified a comfortable win here. This is a force buy for Lazarus. So if they're unsuccessful winning this round, well, this will have to be another equal following this one up as well. So Variance could pick up the 7th round on the board, and that'll be a 6-round deficit at that point. But this is a mountain of a game to come back on T-side Mirage of all maps as well.
Even if Lazarus were to lose this one, they're still quite comfortable. They're still 7, potentially 6 rounds in the lead. So they got room to make mistakes. They got room to allow a few to slip by.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh! Infinite finding that skull, popping it like a zit. Sub Rosa doing the same, finding 2, but unfortunately that's not going to be enough. 2 alive for the Variance Gaming side, but most importantly, Lazarus made it a little bit more expensive for them.
Now, this is where Variance could stabilize their economy if they can keep this round clean. They need all 5 players alive right here. If they can get that, they can stabilize their economy. They'll have the economic pressure. If they reset Lazarus again, that's another couple rounds in the bag. This could be competitive, Will. I believe still. I'm still hopeful here in the underdogs.
I'm hopeful as well. I could be rooting for one side or the other. I might be bummed out. I might be incredibly excited. But I would rather see a competitive game of Counter-Strike over a blowout any day.
While we're here, baby. That good Counter-Strike action. This is where the underdogs come to life, right? In these types of developmental leagues, like, you have to kind of break through the ceiling, break through the threshold of your own team and your own boundaries. This is a great place to do so. Variance, of course, they are with a new roster, so I'm not expecting much. But I'm pleasantly surprised so far. I mean, yeah, they're on a massive deficit, but I do see signs of hope and signs of life.
Oh, and KMZ finds signs of shoulder. He spots out Infinite on the connector position. This is kind of amusing. But it's going to be 4-pack that gets that kill. Lots of info given to him. That's unfortunate. The fortunate thing is that KMZ finally finds one in the flash of the smoke. Dapper, what? You know what he was doing? He was just looking up to the heavens, and he was just greeting his god above. That's all he was doing. And you know what? I cannot blame the guy at all.
Did you see what happened while Dapper transitioned to that position?
I believe so. I was watching Dapper's camera. He just kind of like stared up at the sky.
No, I mean before he went underpass. He was in window, jumped off, caught 4-pack, completely blind, like full blind. Sprayed his entire P250 clip and did not kill him.
Oh no. Do you think he knows how much health he had? He was at 1 HP, right?
Oh, he definitely knows. Yeah, he definitely knows.
That's gotta be annoying.
Yeah, he's a little upset with that one, but there it is. Variance now exploding on towards the B site. All the players here for Lazarus are in the right spot, though. This could be dangerous.
Yes, but luckily Swag with that smoke down is going to afford him a little bit of extra positioning. Infinite's going to take down one before going down himself. Zelsis answering back with another one of his own. It's a 3v2 situation right now, and Fang and Space are going to be the last ones alive for the Variance Gaming side, something that we've been seeing a few times already. Zelsis is going to find one, even things out to a 1v3, and Fang, he needs to find out a way in order to make this in his favor. He takes down one, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. Zelsis picking up a 3K with the greatest of ease, doubling the scoreline 14-7 in Lazarus's favor.
I think Variance needed double digits here before a round win for Lazarus. This is now tough. Look at their purchase as well. It's going to be 4 AKs, yes, but a CZ for KMZ. No utility for ZNF. That's tough.
It's like 4.5 AKs. We call that the pocket AK.
Okay, I'll accept that. And Base has found an opening frag. That sure helps.
Absolutely, but when you got Sub Rosa close behind, it's not going to be so easy. But KMZ's making that pocket AK work, and look at that, he has upgraded to a full-sized AK, gone from fun size to full size.
Like the Pokemon evolution, now Dapper's up close in a very important duel as well with ZNF. They're looking for that control. If Dapper wins it, it'll be the equalizer, but if ZNF wins it, that'll weaken the A defense significantly, and this might be around 4 Variance here. Swag with an ump, not the best of weapons long range, but if he holds his position long enough, he could kind of circumvent that range, but KMZ ready for it. Down to 1 HP as well. Now Infinite, virtually no choice but to save this AUG, honestly. And I think that would be the case. He's just looking for the exits. And that's one.
Yeah, he's running away. That's the only thing he can do. Use his little legs in order to try to get out of there as soon as possible. Put a little stank on that. But a 1v3, there's nothing he could do. Just try to make it a little more expensive. And Variance Gaming, they might just gift him a little bit of expenditure. He finds one, but he's brought down to 7 HP. He's got to flame it off and run away. But yeah, that's going to be an 8th round for Variance. I don't know if, yeah, chat's not showing on your screen, but they're having a fun little conversation in on my side of the thing.
How are they now?
Yeah, a lot of it I can't really repeat, but we might have to watch mid this next round.
Okay, I'm excited already. Let's see what Infinite's up to. He has the AUG. He's going to go mid as well. He's going to go towards window. Aww. It's denied.
What a bummer. All that talk for nothing. Anyway, it's going to be round number 23. Infinite, of course, has that AUG in hand. Everyone else has pistols. Sub Rosa on the upgraded pistol, also known as a Deagle. and it's all on the A side, so it looks like they're going to play for a retake. Do you think that a retake is going to come through if they go B, or do you think they're just going to allow it to happen and have like a Cold War finish?
It really depends on how it unfolds, honestly. I feel like if Variance just go out B right now and take the site, that AUG will definitely be saved. But I think the remaining players will look for kills, and I think Infinite will help them look for kills. And if they find a couple or a string of kills, then that gives them confidence. And they do have a kid in play as well, so it is always possible. But I think Fang is realizing, whoever that player's up close in apps is realizing that, well, there's really no noise B. I think they might just go for the B split here.
Yeah, they're still playing it so cautiously, despite the fact that their money is very clearly broken for the Lazarus side. It's because they're still worrying about that AUG in play. But there's also a Deagle on Sub Rosa. He's going to get damaged down quite a bit. But that AUG finally screaming onto the server, taking out ZNF. Great shots by him. But that's going to be B side open up and taken by the Variance Gaming side. 4v5, man down. It's going to be ZNF.
I think they're going to attempt this. Oh, Sabrosa being eliminated on the flank. That really makes things a lot more awkward now. But they picked up an AK-47. Zelsis has that. They have some more firepower. But no, I don't think they're liking the way this feels. I think he'll just save that AK. Infinite's already setting up for exits towards B apps. They're looking to keep the economic chokehold here on Variance, I think. Just a smart play because they'll have the purchase anyway.
Absolutely. And if Infinite can find himself another kill, that's exactly what's going to happen. 4-pack soon behind. Do you think he's going to peek it again? Oh, he is playing from the corner. Swag. Oh, no. Swag. Swag. Whoa!
What?
Great kill by him. And on top of that, he was gifted an AK just like that. It's like a claw grabbing machine. It's like he was at the arcade. He hit his shot, and someone shouted across the room, "Winner!" and handed him a stuffed animal that shoots bullets.
And he is a winner. Now they have AK-47s. That gives them full utility as well. And kits will. Now they have everything they need to just tap it in. They have a great lead. A 5-round deficit still. And Variance Gaming, they're looking to battle it out. They're not giving up just yet. Smokes, flashbangs, very successful in the middle. It'll be Swag drawing first blood. Now there are only 2 players left here in the middle for Variance Gaming. And if they can't gain space, they'll likely just fall off. But reinforcements from Fang have arrived. So I think they still want control here, Will.
And control they will take. Currently, the T's have full control of the mid position. Both Swag and, I believe, whoop, doesn't have to worry about him. It's just Zelsis now. At the connector position. And these T players, they are just taking as much as they possibly can of both mid and cat. KMZ in the ladder room, trying to get some info, trying to peer over this smoke, trying to find any heads, hides, or anything from the CT side. And while they're sightseeing, the time is evaporating before our very eyes. 50 seconds remaining on the clock. They need to make a decision on which side they want to take, and they need to make it right now.
Yeah, look at there's a problem here, Will. Look at Zelsis. He could eliminate that ladder flank, and I don't think KMZ will be looking for this. KMZ's looking for the rotate, but he's not expecting it to come so soon. It's really going to come down to timing, and I think Zelsis has it, but KMZ turns around at the perfect second. That's just Sub Rosa here. He has support in Market, but it may not get quickly. It is. He's actually out. Infinite finds one, but Sub Rosa is unable to find one himself. It's now Infinite alone on the B site, and he falls. And it's all down to Zapper, who's now cowering away, looking to save the weapon. And it is Variance Gaming picking up double digits, the 10th round on the board.
This entire game is just turned on its head. And I'm glad that I was right when I said this whole entire thing is going to go in the favor of the T side, whichever side it was. Because that's exactly what we're seeing. Variance Gaming are just coming alive right now. They've won the last 6 out of the last 7 rounds. And for Lazarus, they are just enticingly close to that winning that match point. They have 1 round in order to secure a match point. And they just can't get there. It's so frustrating for them, and I could feel that frustration coming through from their movements. I don't know about you, but if I were to play a game, bring it to 14 points, and then lose it 14-16, I would be losing it myself. But right now, Base is going to call a pause. Said both tack and technical, so I don't know which one it is. But a pause is on the field. Yeah.
It really does upset me when teams do not take their timeouts. You have four 4.
I think we did not see any timeouts on the previous game. We saw one very briefly for when Bit had to jump out of the server, come in, but that was it.
Right, yeah, it's crazy. You know, anytime I watch European Counter-Strike in Winners League, there's like 2-3 timeouts coming out by each team per game.
And you want to use that time. You want to talk about things. You want to try to plan out your economies, especially if things are lopsided. And that could be one of the big reasons as to why some NA teams never really reach over that upper echelon. It's because of tiny, tiny things that can be changed overnight.
Right. Look at this fast bait coming out from Variance Gaming. This is such a gamble right here. Fast bait out the palace, 3-2 split.
And it's just all happening all at once. One's going to go down. That's going to be... Goodness. Great shots coming out of Fang. Great shots coming out of Subrosa as well through the smoke. And 4-pack goes down as what is happening? This whole entire round is just turned on its head. Variance Gaming, they're down a player, make that 2. Fang gonna be the last one alive with that AK in hand. That's not gonna be enough. Somehow, some way. What? I'm at a loss for words, honestly.
Yeah, I want to know how Subrosa managed to get 2 kills making that play. That was just insanity.
He just found a man in the. He found a man in the smoke. I don't know, man. He could see. I mean, the first one, the Matrix.
The first was understandable. Okay, the top stairs player gets caught off, and then how does the second player not capitalize off that? He just started spraying. They would go for the through the smoke duel, a crazy duel. But it is Lazarus picking up the match point. Will this is now all a desperation attempt? 5 rounds in a row for them to close it off here in regulation. And in Variance Gaming, they're using their limited economy early here towards the B site, trying to draw as much pressure. They're looking to walk out. Hey, and KMZ's found the only standing player in this direction.
Great shot by KMZ right there. That's going to be all important when it comes to how this round is going to play out. Bomb's going to go down. Zelson's traded out by 4-pack. And Subrosa gets the lineup. That's going to be wildly damning for the Variance Gaming side. Now the bomb defuse is going to come in. It's going to be up to Fang and Base to try to do this, but it's all over. Fang can't do a single thing. He's going to fall, and his team's going to fall. Lazarus picked this thing up 16-10 over Variance Gaming.
Wow, look at it, Infinite. 28-15. It was dapper in the first half. Wasn't he like 20 kills, 5 deaths in the first half?
It's another one of those cases where the top fragger just kind of like...
Right. Yeah, I mean, Infinite was at 15, but 20 to finish with 28 kills. That's just madness in the second half. I mean, just a phenomenal performance. But I think Variance will be a very competitive team soon. I can already see their upwards trend. I mean, yeah, it was a 16-10 loss. That is unfortunate. I think there's, 2 favorable scenarios in a row that they dropped right there. Those could have been rounds easily in their pockets. That would have been a much, much more competitive game, I think. But a 16-10 finish, still kind of favoring Lazarus, of course, as they were the very clear overdog in this matchup, in my opinion. But I'm not just saying that, very excited to see this Variance lineup kind of just mesh and grow and develop to see where their first skill ceiling is. But that does conclude for us the second match of the evening, guys. We will have one more for us coming up. It will be Singularity versus Vitriol. But unfortunately, there will be an hour break in between that. So we will be going on a bit of a break here. Everyone just go grab some drinks, grab some food. Come back here in an hour. We will resume the action for you for the final match of the evening. Besides that, we are checking out for now. We'll tune back in. Keep your eyes on the timer. Also, please, if you haven't done so already, guys, please do follow our socials. That is Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as Will's. He really needs your help and mine down below right here. And we will be back soon.